Michael Moore had an interview with Current Television, which
Yeah.
I'm familiar with, and he made some interesting comments about this debate. Now, you know he's going to be on the left, but he went in a little different direction than I would have imagined. Let's watch the first part.
Finally, we're there on the last shoot, and I had to do it, and it's like, oh my God, because I'm an American, and I can't get that out of me. I think we're very frightened people. I think we've been frightened ever since we landed on these shores. We were frightened of the native people. We were frightened of the slaves we brought over, as we should have been. And we've lived, and those in power have known how to manipulate us with fear. I was fascinated by that subject when making Bully for Columbine, of how fear is used to the point where everybody feels like they've got to have a gun in the house. Now, not every house has a gun, but we've got over 250 million guns in people's homes. And they're mostly in the suburbs or rural areas where there's virtually no crime and no murder.
Michael Moore had one thing to say about race that on top of what you just saw.
Yeah. So he says, what are they really afraid of, considering the fact that most of these are in suburban, rural homes? It goes right down to the heart of our race problem that we still haven't resolved in this country. And he also talks about the history of the fake wars and all that. Some of those have been over the questions of race.
So what he's suggesting is that we've been told and told again that white people are told and told again to fear black people, and so they all have guns.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that that's the heart of it. I think that might have something to do with it, but I don't think everybody's grabbing all these guns just because they're afraid of black people.
No, but
I don't think that's what he's saying either. I think that he's saying that's part of the underlying fear, but that the fear is, it's not about American traditions, unless the tradition itself is fear, but that's what it is. That's why you have so many people in relatively safe areas just buying up as many handguns as they can.
I'm going to largely agree with him. I mean, again, most important, I don't know, but I mean, it's a big part of why, you know, look, we're not talking about a lot of forward-thinking progressive people here buying guns. This is part of that life, part of what when you feel what Fox News and Rush Limbaugh tell you every day is that they're coming to get you. You know, we heard it, and it was part of going to war in Iraq too, is that you're not safe, your kids are not safe because they're coming to get you. And still, we know usually who there is. If they're coming to get the things that you love theoretically, like Christmas, it's me. It's the Jews, right? If it's internationally, it's you as a Muslim. But if it's here at home, who's coming to get you is JR. That it's, you know, and that's been true since the end of the Civil War.
Isn't it interesting what cowards the conservatives are? Because the main thing that Fox News, Rush Limbaugh, the Republican Party sells them is fear. That part I completely agree with Michael Moore on. You know, and it's a variety of different fear things, as you just listed, Ben. And it works so well, and they're all so scared. They're hiding in a corner of their basement, like, oh, they're coming to get us. They're coming to get us. So okay, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. You bomb their countries. Give me the guns. I'll shoot first, because you're so afraid, and it's really pathetic.